What's going on YouTube gang? It's Melo DFS coming to you live and direct, here to give you my favorite plays for DraftKings and also included for FanDuel. For tonight we have Monday Night Football with the Steelers versus the Bengals. Hope everybody's having an amazing day. Feel free to like the video, please subscribe to the channel, also press that bell icon to always stay notified for new videos. Let's get right into it, y'all. Going to this match where they got the Steelers with a 14-point favor in this play, so a lot of people are going to be looking at, you know, overload with the Steelers for their lines for the showdowns, but we gotta look in both sides of the game and try to get some best plays on both sides of the field for tonight. All right, going my first play, obvious spot here is Ben Roethlisberger here. Now, looking into him in this play, like he had 32 fantasy points last go around against them, you know, where he had 4 touchdowns, 333 yards in that game. He is averaging 2.2 touchdowns a game for the season, 19.7 fantasy points per game in the season, y'all. With Cincinnati, they do allow 254.4 passing yard average a game to quarterbacks, around 1.9 touchdowns a game. So Ben Roethlisberger, great play to look into for your lines, obviously. But if you want to also go to the other side of the field, Ryan Finley, he did play Pittsburgh last year, all right, last year, where it was a close game. They won by only 6 points. It was 10-16 in that match. But Ryan Finley could be a great play. You want to look into a contrarian play just to have him in your lines here, where he did have 12 fantasy points and he also had a touchdown in that game, which he threw to Tyler Boyd, where Tyler Boyd had like about 23 fantasy points in that game, and he had about 9 targets. So if he has some type of chemistry with Tyler Boyd last go around, I think he'll be comfortable trying to target him in this play. So if you want to target like Ryan Finley and also Tyler Boyd in your lines here, something you can look at if you want to look into some plays for Cincinnati. All right, going to our second play here. If you want to pivot from Gio Bernard, of course, he's been on a decline in production in the last 5 games. We do have Trayvon Williams. All right, last go around, he did have 3 targets, 3 catches as well. He did have about 12 carries in that game, where, you know, he had 8 fantasy points. So if he gets more of a load this go around, because, you know, like I said, Gio Bernard has been declining in production to where, you know, they have nothing to lose here, so they want to look into what they have with Trayvon Williams. So this is going to be a great play to look into for your lines for tonight if you want to look into Cincinnati. All right, another play where we want to look into the kickers. We do have Chris Boswell, has been great against Cincinnati in his history against them. You know, he's averaging 10.8 fantasy points in the past 4 games against Cincinnati. And I mean, I could go look into his history. He had over about 10 fantasy points in like almost 2-3 seasons. So check him out. He had 14 last game, where he had 3 field goals made, and he also had 3 for 3 and extra points made. So he had 11, 10 in the last 3. So Chris Boswell is a great spot to looking for some savings here if you want to get some plays for Pittsburgh. The fade from chalk with, you know, most of the plays you got is Claypool, of course you got Johnson, you have Juju Schuster, so you got those guys in play. So you want to go pivot to a kicker, that'd be a great spot to look at. Another guy you can also consider, I mean, obviously we got Deontay Johnson, where he balled out last game. He had 27 fantasy points in that match, so good spot if you want to look at him, because he's obviously getting the targets. Check him out, 14.6 fantasy points for the season, 9.4 targets a game, y'all. Good spot if you want to look into Deontay Johnson, which he's more likely going to be an obvious he'll be an obvious captain play. So you want to pivot around Deontay Johnson and Ben Roethlisberger, especially in these type of obvious situations in the showdown. So of course he's a good spot to look in for your lines. Now let's look into another great play. Now we found out that James Conner's out, where we got Jalen Samuels. Jalen Samuels last go around, you know, he did have a 24 fantasy point game. That was in 2019 when he faced Cincinnati. So that's something to look at, y'all. And in that game, Conner had 26 fantasy points in that game, and also Snell was playing, but Snell only had about 2 carries in that game. So if you want to look into a pivot from Snell, which a lot of people are going to look into Snell for tonight because of Conner's absence, you can look at Jalen Samuel, because he has upside potential at a nice little pivot in price. So like this play for Jalen Samuels as well for your lines here. And these are my plays for tonight, y'all. Like the plays, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comment below. Like I said, we're using Draft Dashboard Tools. Thank you for sponsoring the video. I have a link in my description to sign up. It's only $1 up to 30 days, and you also have access to my player pool. Click the link in the description, get access to NFL cheat sheet, also included with the week 16 plays, your sleepers and your studs. Click on the watch players, you get access to my player pool up top. Click on watch Mel's DFS picks button for either DraftKings or FanDuel. And then we have NBA coming to you tomorrow. So definitely, once you have the access, you can look into those plays as well, y'all. Love y'all. It's Mel DFS, and y'all stay blessed. And I'll see y'all in the next video.